Welcome to part 8 of Let's Play World's Scariest Police Chases. I'll be doing the 8th mission.
All units, always bulletin on a stolen police vehicle. Last seen heading.
Okay, mission 8.
A disgruntled bus driver who lost his job and his family has snapped and hijacked a public bus full of passengers. Exhibiting a blatant disregard for his life and the life of others, this deranged, desperate driver is on a crash course with tragedy.
All units, we have reports of a Code 37 stolen city bus, last spotted in the downtown district. Approach with caution. Vehicle contains passengers. Over.
Unit 1 responding, over.
Okay. Objectives. Bring the bus to a halt before it reaches High Coast Bridge and avoid endangering the passengers. That means pretty much you're not allowed to use the firearms, and also the only way to stop the bus is to get his blue bar up to maximum. You'll find getting his red bar up to maximum is pretty much impossible because the bus has a load of health. So even if you hit it a bit, you'll only take off a slight bit of its health, but you'll take a huge chunk of your health off. So you have to bring the blue bar up. To get the commendation, I'm pretty sure you just have to be careful. Don't cause too much property damage and keep your damage down. That's a bit difficult because the bus tends to crash into a lot of junk, and if you're right behind him or near him, that could cause you to crash into the junk as well, and if you hit it, that will raise the property damage. So you have to keep that down and try to avoid the things he smashes into. Here we go. Another thing I didn't mention about this is you have to apprehend the bus before it gets to the bridge, otherwise it will blow it up and it's mission failure. So there's a bit of a time limit. Which means we have to get as close to the bus as possible to cause the blue bar to increase as quickly as possible. So just catch up with it and trying to avoid the cars it smashes into, which if you smash into them, even though he did it first, it still counts as property damage. And don't ever touch the bus, that counts as property damage as well. There's also a new weapon for this, the assault rifle, but you can't use it. Just make sure you catch up to him as quickly as possible, otherwise it'll be mission over as well because he'll have escaped. It's best to drive on the opposite side of the road, because then you're as close to him as possible and you can see ahead of him, because if you're behind him it's difficult to see ahead of him. Just try to avoid the cars. I mean, it's a bit unrealistic. If this were real life, the cars would completely stop. You know, they wouldn't try to drive past you, especially a police car with a siren on. The AI for the other drivers is something to be desired. Sometimes they also come out of a junction without looking, and you can just smash into them. They don't even give way at all. If there's one thing about this game I would have changed, it's the AI of the drivers. But apart from that, it's a pretty good game. Yeah, just avoid the lampposts. If you do get the commendation for this, you will unlock the bus in the free patrol mode, which is quite amusing, but there's not much you can do with it. You can't use a gun with it, and you can't put a siren on it. Although, amusingly, it can drive through lampposts. But it is a pain in the arse to steer and to reverse. It takes ages, but once it gets going, it's really powerful. Yeah, we have to stop him before the bridge, which is just after the airport, so just keep as close to him as humanly possible. That's it, and just apprehend him before the bridge. If he does blow up the bridge, it's mission over, and the narrator will say something about it, but I should be able to do it if I just keep close to him. See, look at this car. It's, you know, It would never do that in real life. You have to watch out for that van there. Once you touch another car, they completely stop and they never move up. They never try to move out of the way.
Control, this is Unit 1. We have the situation under control. Suspect is apprehended.
Unit 1, roger that. Well done.
When the disturbed and disgruntled are in the driver's seat, a police officer's wits are put to the test. Fortunately for these terrified passengers, these cops knew what they were doing, and the unemployed bus driver is now headed for a career behind bars.
Hardly a career. And we've earned the commendation. 0 property damage, that's exactly what you're aiming for. It didn't show it there, but I was very close to the bridge. I just had to get past the airport and then turn left, and then that's just the bridge there. You have to do him before that. You have to apprehend him before that. That's the man we apprehended. And we burned the bus in free patrol mode, like I said. Let's save the game. Right, that's the game saved. Yeah, I just thought I'd confirm that. In part 9 I'll be doing the night mission. Thanks for watching, and bye bye.